Out of Harrison, New York, played at Holy Cross, and Sarah Williams, a sensational freshman that University of Wisconsin has on their basketball team. So they're going to give it their best effort here tonight against McKenna Warnock, Kate Martin, Caitlin Clark, Gabby Marshall, and Monika Czinano, whom we'll talk a lot about here throughout this basketball game. The Hawks begin the game. They control the tap, working the perimeter. Shot from three by Kate Martin is not good, and Sarah Williams will come down with the rebound. And on the move into the front court for Wisconsin, it is Maddie Wilkie. Iowa setting up. We have a player defense. Kate Martin working on Julie Poshpilova. She's got herself quite a task here tonight, trying to guard their best player and their leading scorer from a year ago.
And she's doing a great start there with the steal.
A steal, a pass to Caitlin Clark, and assist forward to McKenna Warnock for the easy layup and the score. And Iowa with the backdoor cut. Poshpilova gets behind Kate Martin. Discipline really comes to mind in them in trying to, number one, they got to believe that they're going to win, and they got to go out and win. But discipline and organized execution, what it takes. A couple of three balls by the Hawkeyes, not good. Score remains the same at 2-2. Poshpilova racing in the front court, using the pick from Williams. Stop, shoots the three. Yes. A big catch for Marissa Mosley. But again, she was out there with all of that, being out in Connecticut at the free throw line.
It's physical when they're in the paint, though. Sarah Williams blocks about 2 shots per game. Very lengthy there in the paint. But what the Hawkeyes need to do is try to get into the chest there, force her hands to go straight up. It really limits the post player when you can create contact first.
Trying to get the pass inside to Sarah Williams, has it tipped away from her into the hands now of Caitlin Clark. And they've got Maddie Wilkie guarding Caitlin at this point. I'm sure they will switch up on her.
Not only due to fatigue and stamina, also due to foul trouble. Caitlin Clark draws a lot of fouls. She'll get your best defenders in foul trouble real quick.
2.5 minutes gone by in this first quarter. It's a 5-3 Hawkeye lead. Poshpilova using the pick from Sarah Williams, going to call an illegal pick.
Hawkeyes take advantage.
Really, it's up to the ball handler to use the pick so she remains in stationary position. Nice pass from Kate Martin down low to Monika Czinano for the score.
Really seeing Kate Martin's playmaking ability improve as the season has gone on. She loves to drop a nice pocket pass, does that just there.
And a 7-3, 5-5 game for the Hawks and Wisconsin Badgers. Shot from three is good for Maddie Wilkie. Second three ball of the day for Wisconsin with a very experienced veteran basketball player. Caitlin Clark down the middle has it tied up by Maddie Wilkie. Caitlin Clark will trigger it out front to McKenna Warnock. Work the perimeter. Kate Martin shot from three. Back of the iron, not good. And rebounded by Avery LaBarbera. Quickly into the front court. Wilkie, LaBarbera trying to get that ball to the post player inside Brooke Schrammick, the 6'1 junior, but McKenna Warnock doing a nice job on her physically. And here's Sarah Williams with a shot from 17 feet and a score.
Hawkeyes lose it.
Trying to get a pass forward. Wisconsin, doing a nice job of preparing for this Hawkeye team, knowing how quickly they get the ball down court, covering potential basketball pass receivers, and Sarah Williams with another quick shot and a score. 12-5. Here's Caitlin Clark on the inside. Pass down low to Monika Czinano.
Wisconsin has really answered the bell here to start. Great start for the Badgers.
Molly Davis in for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Here's a shot from three. Not good. Good block out by the Hawkeyes. Monika Czinano down with the rebound. Quickly to Kate Martin. Got McKenna Warnock in front of her. Wisconsin retreats nicely on defense. On the left baseline, working the perimeter. Molly Davis looking for Czinano. They skip past. Now back on top. Clark. Shot from 27 and good for Caitlin Clark.
We knew she was going to get one early.
Well, she's not going to miss very many. Let's put that way. And from three-point range, that is her 80th make from behind the arc. Kenna Warnock coming up with the steal. Hawks trail 12-10. 4:20 to go. And Caitlin Clark doing a nice job of diving down low on the right side, going in for that layup. Caitlin Clark at the free throw line, and Caitlin makes the free throw. And the second free throw also is good. We're knotted at 12s.
Here in the middle of this first quarter, shot from outside, 3, rims, not good. And there's that Hannah Stokey girl we talked about there for the rebound. And quickly out to Caitlin Clark. Nice lofting pass to the baseline for Czinano. She had to make sure she held her ground and gave her enough room to be able to receive that. Here's Wisconsin with the basketball. They'll lose it out of bounds.
That was the 5th Badger turnover. They are very high in their turnover rate in the nation. They got to keep those down if they want to compete.
Oh, another pass. I mean, that's from 25 feet down to Monika Czinano, who's set on that low block, and a high jump hook. Look at the Sarah Williams down low. A little too hard, a little too high. Out on top is Martin, left side. Gabby Marshall fakes the 3. Tries to go left, cut off by La Barbera. Iowa leads at 16-12. 2.5 to go in this first quarter. On the inside, Molly Davis. Trying to get a shot over top of the 6'4" and 8'4" reaching Sarah Williams. Yeah, their last basket came at the 9:45 mark. Here on the inside, Hannah Stokey makes the shot, a whistle and a...
She's usually in games about 10-12 minutes, but her stats when she's in are incredible. Already right now, she's got her first bucket, had a rebound not too long ago. When she is in, she's a stat sheet stuffer. Unfortunately, though, Jerry, that includes turnovers a lot of it.
You can imagine, you're playing Division I basketball at the University of Iowa. Yeah, I guess you get a little bit out of control sometimes. Nice movement on the inside for Wisconsin, and the shot and score for Brooke Schrammick makes it a 19-14 game at the 2-minute mark, and that breaks a dry spell of about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Here's Caitlin Clark off the board. Nice jump from 10 feet away.
Hawkeyes have really answered since that timeout.
Gabby Marshall now guarding La Barbera. Out on the right wing, it comes to Maddie Wilkie. Faking on Caitlin Clark. Dribbles along the right side. Shoots the 12-footer and scores. Here comes Caitlin Clark on the move on the inside. Long 3-ball. Yes! Easily 30 to 32 feet away.
As soon as she saw Copeland backing up there, backpedaling, she knew, I'm about to let this fly.
At the 35-second mark, she does that now, whistling a traveling call.
She might have caught something right to the nose, too. She's wiping her nose, but can't move your pivot foot.
Monika Czinano coming back in for Hannah Stokey. Wisconsin was not at all happy with the 30-point loss to Iowa the last time, so certainly they're here, to really make a much better game out of it, give themselves a chance to win.
Only down 8 right now. If you would have told the Badgers that before the game, they'd be kind of content with it. Not, though, when they consider they were up 12-5.
They got off to a great start. Iowa just put together some possessions. 5 seconds inside to Monika Czinano off the board, and the score. What a set play.
Kissed it off the glass right there.
So she's a little over 350, 400 points away, conceivably next year. Wisconsin out of the timeout with the basketball. La Barbera working against that zone defense, working the perimeter.
Got to see a lot of great ball movement here by the Badgers if they're going to want to get open looks.
La Barbera with it, trying to get the ball around Caitlin Clark. Shot clock at 8, 9, trying to get down to the baseline.
Hawkeyes did an incredible job. Active hands, active feet. Made it really hard for Wisconsin to see through those passing lanes. The Badgers were moving the ball around really well.
And as they were scrambling to regain it, McKenna Warnock will be whistled for the foul. And for McKenna, that is her 3rd foul. Oh, I'm sorry, it's her 1st foul. Here's a shot from 3 taken and made by Wisconsin's Maddie Wilkie.
Wilkie getting out to an early start. That's her 2nd triple of the game so far today.
She started the game with that first triple. On the inside, Caitlin Clark. Nice reverse layup with the right hand and a score.
That was nasty.
Great way to describe it, man. It was like that. There was no way that the defender was going to be able to have any kind of chance to block that shot. La Barbera with it, working on Gabby Marshall, using the pick from Schrammick. Down to Schrammick on the inside. She got away with the travel. The left-handed jump hook not good. Caitlin Clark there with the rebound.
Hawkeyes playing some great half-court defense.
What a nice pass by Caitlin Clark from the right side, just inside the half-court line, to the left low block to McKenna Warnock.
There might be some loose change on the ground about half-court because Caitlin Clark just dropped a dime there, Jerry. That was insane.
Beautiful pass. And she's going to, it's a lot like Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is going to try to sneak passes in there if he has a little bit of room. That's what Caitlin does.
Caitlin Clark, big Kansas City Chiefs fan. We've heard that she has actually been in contact with Patrick Mahomes.
Here's the long three taken and missed. Wisconsin really has been very fallow on their three-point shooting. Nice run. Caitlin Clark got stopped on the right free throw lane line, and the trailing Monika Czinano for the layup.
Clark and Czinano, 24 points between the two of them so far tonight.
Schramek working on Czinano, was up for the shot and misses it badly. And it's rebounded by Caitlin Clark. Here she races into the front court, going to go all the way to the basket for the layup. Unstoppable. But this is one heck of a basketball team, and you really got to credit Lisa Bluter and her staff for putting together this program. And also on a traveling call, Sanaya Copeland with the traveling violation against her. Iowa leads 34-19. We've just gone under the 6-minute mark of this second quarter. Hannah Stolke in the game. Fakes, working on Sarah Williams, freshman against freshman. Nice step under and a layup.
My eyes might be a little bad. Was that Kevin McHale out there? That was a beautiful up and under. Things are happening, and she's making plays, and she gets that rebound right there. Stolke gets it done.
Patty Wilkie with the short shot. Hannah Stolke with the rebound, defensive rebound. Yeah, she really has been a great spark with the effort that she's put into the game. And you can think about the wins that they've had on the road this year. I believe the one that really stands out in my mind was, here's on the inside, Stolke again off the board to score.
Great ball movement there by the Hawkeyes. Warnock making the acrobatic play.
I want to say it was at that Michigan State game when the Hawks won in overtime 84-81, and here's a shot from three and a score for Julie Posh-Pishvalova with a three ball. Cross-court pass intended for Marshall, picked off by Wilkie.
Liked the idea. The execution just wasn't there. Affolter didn't put enough on that pass.
Sonia Copeland down low to Sarah Williams, dribbles with the right hand, jump hook off the board and a score.
Now, I really like how Hannah Stolke tried to play defense there.
I mean, there's been projections to see them as a number 2 seed. Could get to a number 1. They finish out the Big Ten regular season, maybe win it, and win the conference tournament like they did a year ago. Martin working on the inside. Duck under, scoop layup around Ronnie Porter, the 5'4 freshman, and Kate Martin took advantage of the size that she has on her.
Hawkeyes being very patient in the paint and serving them very well. Wisconsin leaving their feet, getting a little happy when they see the ball go up in the air.
Here's Porter driving along the left free throw lane line, shot blocked. Kate Martin now with the rebound as she advances it forward, tipped away from Affolter. Affolter recovers it. Iowa with the basketball. Molly Davis on the inside, left-handed hook pass out to just inside the three-point line for Affolter, and a 2-point goal and a 42-23 lead for the Hawks.
Everybody getting a touch there for Iowa. Great ball movement. Really has Wisconsin on the ropes there defensively.
Posh-Pishvalova with it, now to the left wing to Wilkie. Schramek, shot from three and a score for Schramek. Brooke Schramek makes it 42-26. Under 2 minutes to play in this second quarter. Here's the Hawks. Kate Martin from three. Splash.
It's great to see Kate Martin shooting with confidence and knocking it down.
Monika Czinano back in the game. Here's Posh-Pishvalova working on Kate Martin. Nice touch shot from about 8 feet away off the basket. Did a nice job to keep Kate Martin from really defending that.
If Wisconsin wants to come back into this game, they're down 17 right now. They're going to need Posh-Pishvalova to have a game. She's only shot the ball 6 times so far, 4 for 6. Sydney Affolter, though.
La Barbera. There she is, Posh-Pishvalova. Left-handed dribble shot from three, short. Down to 15 seconds, no shot clock involved in this possession for the Hawks. Caitlin Clark with it in her hands. She obviously is going to be making a move towards the basket here as we get down to 6. Wilkie on hers, a pass to Monika Czinano.
Yeah, you love the unselfishness of the Hawkeyes, but sometimes it's a little much.
Sure, got to be selfish now, and here's a shot just before the half. Crossing the half-court line has been pretty cleanly played between these two basketball teams. Iowa, though, owning the 20-point advantage. Will have the basketball to begin third quarter action. Czinano, Caitlin Clark, Gabby Marshall, McKenna Warnock on the move. Warnock running jump shot from the left side about 8 feet away and a score.
That was a nice move there by McKenna Warnock, the true glue player of this starting lineup. And I feel like anytime I say, well, if this player's going, this Hawkeye team's unstoppable, that's because they always have 40 points coming in between Caitlin Clark and Monika Czinano.
Never ending between the two of them, and throwing some great role play by a lot of these Hawks. Here comes Kate Martin doing the same thing, a left-hand layup. Iowa leads at 52-30. Got started quickly with this second half. Wisconsin has answered. Here's nice tip by Gabby Marshall on the inbounds pass, and then as she tried to gain control of it, and pass it forward to a sprinting McKenna Warnock, she loses it out of bounds, but Hawks will have it.
No harm for the Hawks.
Kayla Martin will bring it into the front court. Maddie Wilkie picking her up right at the half-court line. That's even more dangerous. And it gives her an opportunity to go around you. Here's Caitlin, wide open three from the left wing. Instant offense.
It's too easy. Hawkeyes ran a beautiful set there. When Clark gives that ball up, you always have to keep your eyes on her, especially off ball. And that time she made you pay.
On the inside. Forward to Caitlin Clark. Bounce pass to McKenna Warnock for a layup.
Caitlin Clark.
I always like to play her over the field house. You know, you talk about playing basketball at the field. I'd go over there and own the court.
Wouldn't even be fair.
Well, she'd be my first pick on my team, that's for sure. Wisconsin, Posh-Pishpalova, long three and a score.
If you want to chip away at this 21-point deficit.
They need to start on the defensive end, too, though. On the inside of Monika Czinano has a shot blocked by Sarah Williams. Monika gets the rebound. Attempting her first free throw of the night, and it's good. Talking to my buddy from Atlanta, Georgia, by text. Monika makes the second free throw. Ed Saunders did a little bit of work for the Big Ten Network too when Iowa was having women's soccer or field hockey. He was over there doing technical work. There is the long three taken and missed by LaBarbera. Rebounded by Caitlin Clark. Quickly into the front court of Affolter. Guarded by Copeland. Now it's McKenna Warnock with Maddie Wilkie on her out on top. Caitlin Clark. I'd measure that at about 30 and a score.
That's pure butter. I'd like to put that on my toast. That's how good that jumper is.
62-36. Iowa with the 26-point advantage. Turnaround jumper for Schrammick is good. Few and far between, but they do get them.
Schrammick started the game 1 for 6. She's made her last 2 shots. If she can get going, you mentioned it though, they need to get a stop. They have not been able to stop these Hawks.
Boy, look at that ball movement to Caitlin Clark right inside the free throw line. She finds Monika Czinano. Copeland now with Caitlin Clark on her, using the pick from Schrammick on the left side. Now Schrammick inside the three-point line to a cutting LaBarbera, tipped away by Molly Davis. Caitlin Clark telegraphed that bounce pass. Do I got to get out and guard her? Is she going to go around me? She surprises you with every little bit of move she makes. On the inbound, find Gabby Marshall, right baseline, score from three. 23 of 85 coming in. Here is the shot taken, missed by LaBarbera, and Marissa Mosley looking for a foul. I think you're going to get one.
That was a little late there. A little late on the call, but a human interest story on Tori Taylor. That rough draft was due yesterday.
Yeah? You turn it in tomorrow?
I turned it in today.
This is LaBarbera. She makes the first free throw, 67-39. Second free throw is also good, 67-40.
Needed that three to fall.
Molly Davis and a pass to Kate Martin. Martin charging into the lane, knocks down Schrammick.
We definitely will, unless Wisconsin gets something going here in the last 4:20 of the third.
There to hustle. I would say, though, maybe the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter we'll see starters. Here's Posh-Pishpalova, finds Schrammick at the free throw line, and Schrammick with the field goal.
Nice little move by Posh-Pishpalova there.
In the third quarter, Iowa shooting 77% in the third quarter alone.
Quite the opposite. They're shooting 45%. They have been, getting more buckets these last few minutes, which is actually higher than their season average from beyond the arc. So I guess they should be happy with that one.
Affolter makes one of 2 free throws, but still a 26-point advantage. Here's a layup. Sonia Copeland on top of her. Hannah Stolke at the free throw line. Hard move to the right, working on Sarah Williams.
Well, that's because they didn't really expect it to go in the first place, and when it bounced around everywhere.
third quarter, and she makes a second.
Yeah, she just heard me talk smack about it, said, let me go perfect today.
Keep talking smack there, my friend. She was 32 of 71 free throws coming in. 32 of 71 coming in at 45%. On the inside, here's Schrammick missing the shot. Nice defense by Hannah and the rebound for Stolke. Quickly into the front court. Gabby Marshall back into the ball game with Sydney Affolter, McKenna Warnock, Caitlin Clark, and Hannah Stolke. Clark on the right side working on push Pishvalova.
Oh, my.
Got her feet tangled up. I think it was a two-point shot, wasn't it?
It was a two-point shot, but it was a dirty one. It was a nice tween, set up her step back there, and it was money, just like that shot.
Comes Caitlin Clark to free throw line, right baseline. Gabby Marshall for three, back of the iron, not good. And it's rebounded by Wilkie. Barbara into the front court. Down under a minute to play in this third quarter. 26-point advantage for the Hawks at 72-46. Here's Wilkie on the drive, and she is fouled. Sydney Affolter will take a seat. You know, it's one good thing that head coach Lisa Bluter has, Michael, is a good, strong bench, and she keeps those players as fresh as possible.
Exactly, and they're proving that right there. Sydney Affolter, Kate Martin.
At the free throw line is Copeland, left-handed shooter, and Sonia Copeland, 6 out of 15 free throws at 40% coming into the game, makes the first one. Second one is also good. Caitlin had her usual game. Czinano did okay in the game, but it was Hannah Stolke, I think, that really was kind of the glue of the game. As the Hawkeyes have an inbounds play, there was a foul called on Wisconsin. Get the ball down low to Monika Czinano. She quickly moves. Here's Czinano with the first free throw. It's not good. 8 seconds remaining. And the interesting thing is, here's the second free throw is good. We'll talk more about that after the end of the break. 8 seconds remaining. Pishvalova will bring it into the front court. Sydney Affolter will pick it up left side, outside of three. Trying to down low to Schrammick on the inbound. Kate Martin will trigger it. Gets it to Czinano. Tipped away by Schrammick. Schrammick couldn't get a shot off, loses control of it. Gabby Marshall, Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin, Monika Czinano, and McKenna Warnock start. I imagine they'll be in for a couple minutes, and then head coach Lisa Bluter will get them out of this basketball game. Wisconsin already has gone to its bench. Natalie Leitzinger is in. She's a 5'8 junior from Monroe, Wisconsin. Here is Maddie Wilkie, long three, not good. Rebounded by Kate Martin. Martin will bring it into the front court. Passes forward to Caitlin Clark. Crossover dribble into the lane. Left side to Gabby Marshall. Couldn't handle it. Allowed defense to catch up to her. Out on top, McKenna Warnock. Shot from three. Not good. Monika Czinano tips the ball out, but into the hands of Wisconsin. LaBarbara. No-look pass to the right side. Shot from three by Copeland is not good. And battling for the rebound is Czinano.
Right there, 50-50 ball. Maddie Wilkie is going after it and trying to create another possession for the Badgers.
Nice pass down low to Monika Czinano. Double team. Nice back door. Bounce pass to McKenna Warnock for the score of this fourth and final quarter. As the Hawks tuning up for the rest of their regular season. Here's a left-handed shot and a score. Nice shot and score for Natalie Leitzinger. Out on top, it's McKenna Warnock. Bumped at the free throw line. Backdoor pass to Kate Martin. Can't handle it, but dribbles out along the baseline. Gabby Marshall. Bounce pass down low to Monika Czinano. Right foot step and left-handed shot and a score.
Czinano now up to 19. Clark's at 22. We'll see how high those two can get up before they're taken out for the rest of the night.
I thought maybe at the 8-minute mark. Here's a nice drive by Maddie Wilkie. And I could already see Lisa Bluter's talking to the bench. 77-53. Hawks going to have to shore that up a little bit. We had talked about it in the first half with how quick Wisconsin is for those backdoor cuts. As Caitlin Clark answers with a 15-foot jump shot.
You know, I don't want to put the announcer jinx on anybody, but Caitlin Clark's perfect from two. Her only misses are from beyond
three,
the arc.
is that right? Yep. Yeah, good for her. It shows her range, doesn't it?
Yeah, 5 for 5 from inside the arc, 4 for 7 outside of it.
Monika Czinano double team, finds a wide open McKenna Warnock for the layup and the score. Well, Wisconsin, they're doubling up on Hawkeye post player Monika Czinano, but they're forgetting that when you do that, you leave a player open somewhere, they're not getting any rotation. And
less than 50% isn't going to really cut it against Indiana. But we've mentioned it. They're going to get that revenge shot to close the regular season.
Here's McKenna Warnock with a block on Brooke Schrammick's driving layup. Quickly in the front court as Caitlin Clark picks up her dribble, finds Molly Davis, top of the key. She's double teamed, left side of Affolter into the ball game. McKenna Warnock from three. McKenna Warnock, another three ball.
It's like a pinball machine. That ball is just bouncing around every which way.
She is 1 for 4 from three-point range, 7 for 11 from the floor. There's a long shot taken and missed off the iron, and Sydney Affolter down with the rebound. Down low, O'Grady into the ball game for the Hawks. Backdoor cut by Molly Davis. Nice pass by O'Grady.
6 of the last 6 Hawkeye field goals have went down. Exactly. No more Czinano next season. And those are big shoes to fill. But Czinano had some even bigger shoes to fill herself, replacing the great Megan Gustafson. We will see how if the Hawkeyes can continue.
Here's Molly Davis also into the ballgame for the Hawkeyes. Is Taylor McCabe whistling a traveling call. McCabe is a 5'9" freshman from Fremont, Nebraska.
I really like what McCabe can do. She shoots incredible.
86-55, 31-point lead for the Hawks. Here's a shot and a score from inside the top of the key by Pishpilova.
She's now the game-high rebounder in just 15 minutes a game.
Here's a whistle and a foul call. I think they're going to call it Hannah Stolke.
That illegal screen adds there.
I was going to, tell you a little bit about Hannah Stolke. She was a track athlete in high school, ran the quarter, and she ran the hurdles. She could run. She's like a gazelle. Here's the shot by Sarah Williams. She came up with rebounds. She had some excellent scoring opportunities. Good passes from Caitlin Clark.
Hannah Stolke doesn't get the rebound. She is off on the races, getting down the court first. It's usually Caitlin Clark who's finding her.
Here's Sarah Williams with McCabe with it now. Giamfi is in for the Iowa Hawkeyes, the high school phenom out of Johnston, Iowa. Here's a nice drive by Shatea Wettering. Left-handed shot does not fall, and rebounded by Wisconsin. Lisa Bluter now has gone to the bench. She has cleared her starters. Also in for the Hawks, A.J. Ediger. Long three by Copeland is good.
Was able to go to one of their off-season practices for some media availability. Those are some good high-intensity practices. Everyone's getting their reps in for sure.
Taylor McCabe, long ball three. You talked about it. There it was.
I really thought we were about to have a game here in Carver-Hawkeye Arena. 12-5, excuse me. Wisconsin led. After that moment, though, their shooting percentage plummeted. They started shooting 70%, obviously an unsustainable rate. Now that's all the way down to 42%.
So they're learning how you got to play, 40 minutes. And the other lady athlete that the Hawks have is Kylie Feuerbach. I mean, she was hurt in the preseason, has not even played in a game this year, and has gone through the surgery and the treatments. Here on the inside, Sharon Goodman.
Yes.
Way up in a score. Sharon, the red shirt sophomore, 6'3", out of Lime Springs, Iowa, which is Cresco High School.
That was a great bucket there. Sharon Goodman, love to see her getting minutes. When she's out there, she's really impactful. Shout out my intramural teammate, Jacob Venega. That is his girlfriend.
All right. There you go, Jacob. Got yourself a nice young lady. Last 15 seconds of this basketball game, a 30-point lead for the Hawks. Working the perimeter. Shot from the right baseline from three is not good. And that's going to do it, folks. Iowa going to run its record to 21-5 and 13-2 in the Big Ten with a battle at Nebraska coming up.